Hola comunidad de Roastbrief, continuamos en el cierre ya de el día 2 de OFF 2025. Here we are with Zipeng. What an amazing keynote, what an amazing way to close this year's festival.
Muchas gracias, thanks so much.
Thank you so much. I would love to ask you, first of all, would you consider that it's a privilege to be heartbroken?
Wow. You know what? Okay, this is what I will say. I am very grateful that I get to experience love, experience from a heartbreak that was very intense, and to come back from it. Yeah. But I think the beauty of it is to know that there is someone out there that I can, open myself to completely, be vulnerable, be free. And meanwhile, to use that as sort of a channel for as a driving force to help me to keep making things.
Oh, what a great answer! I love that answer. We saw at your keynote that you worked at Sackmeister and Walsh.
Yep.
Your time at studios like Venturegram and Sackmeister and Walsh clearly shaped your style. I mean, we can look at it. So, what lessons from that period still influence the tone and direction of your work today?
So, my three amazing previous bosses, Paul Asher, Jessica Walsh, and Stefan Sackmeister, all taught me something very unique. Paula taught me how to be a boss bitch.
Okay.
Jesse taught me how to make my own luck. And Stefan taught me always ask for what I want. Like, he has a very famous phrase, if you don't ask, you won't get. So for me to have the boss to stand up for what I wanted and then to demand for it is something that I learned from Stefan.
Your work blends a lot of humor, irony, and bold aesthetics. I mean, there's a lot of color, which I love. I mean, I'm amazed by all the color you use. How do you balance your projects, your functions, and the objectives with that playful energy that you have to create memorable and such an effective pieces?
So every project is different and depends on if it's a personal project or the professionals. The commercial projects are usually we getting a brief and answering the brief. So if the client demands humor, we will bring it to the table. But then when it's me making my own work, I am my own client, I'm my own creative director. So I get to be a little bit more free and a little bit more fluid when it comes to creation. If I'm feeling funny, then I'm gonna make funny things. But if I feel like something is serious, I will also, it just depends on the scenario,
I love all the pieces and all the work you show to us. But I have a few questions that I'm truly honored to build. I make these questions with Ricardo. Ricardo helped me to construct these questions. So, here's the thing. If you have to marry 3 typefaces, which one would you choose and why?
Oh, that's actually not that hard. So I would...
Helvetica. No, I'm just kidding.
Helvetica is who I will have sex with, but never told anyone about.
Oh, yeah, because fuckboy. Okay, I get it. I totally get it.
Yeah. So, Sharp Grotesque by Sharp Type.
Okay.
GT Wallsign from Really Type, and then actually, can I change my okay? Sharp Grotesque from Sharp Type, obviously from Oh No Type by James Anderson, and then Owners by NCKL Type.
Okay.
Yeah. The reason of all 3 is because they're all sort of variable types that can go from very skinny to very wide.
Okay.
And they're sans serif, they're very bold, they're very punchy, so I can feel lots of energy from that.
And how's your creative process to build this?
To
build your own typeface.
So these 3 typefaces are all very bold and very in your face and very unapologetic, but also provide tremendous amount of fluidity because they can go from very thin to very thick, from very narrow to very wide. So all that like mixture of type can really give me like a whole world of different expressions within just one typeface. And all three typefaces have the same approach, but with very different flavors to deliver.
Okay, and here's the other question. On the flip side, what three fonts feel like unrequited love, ones you admire, but that never quite work in your projects?
Times New Roman is number 1, Courier is number 2, Impact is number 3. So I love these three typefaces so much, but I somehow just cannot figure out how to use them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that answer.
Why?
I don't know, because I thought you were like, I don't know, Arial or
Okay, I love Arial Black, and I use Arial Black all the time, but Arial I don't use as much. But like I Times New Roman has a timeless tastefulness that no one can take away. Courier is a monospace font that I would love to figure out one day to use it properly. And then lastly, Impact is, you know, it's easily my favorite typeface of all time, but to use it well, it's too hard. I don't have the skill set to harness that yet.
Color is a central to your identity as a designer, as a creator. Do you see color as a tool, a language, or an emotion? And how do you decide which one to lean on on a project?
I'm gonna say a very annoying answer.
Okay, I'm ready.
Color is almost something that I never think about because it just comes to me.
Okay.
I am not one of those people can give you the rationale about what color means what, blah, 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 blah. I personally think that's a load of crap. I am often just a mere vessel to express.
Okay.
So often when I think of something, I have an image in my brain and I just create. Like I don't have pen and paper in my household because I never sketch. I always just have that image in my head.
There's always in your mind.
Yeah. It just pops up in my head. And this is gonna sound so crazy and so annoying. I'm so sorry. When I think about a project, I don't do anything. I just sit there and think and think and think until something pops up.
Whoa.
And then I make it. I don't spend time of like sketching. I don't look at references. I don't go on the internet. I just go take a walk, go take a shower, or eat a nice meal, or go have sex. Whatever can give me good ideas, I go do that. And then something pops into my head, I make it.
Your motto is make every day feel like a dazzling musical.
Yeah, a rather dazzling musical.
A rather dazzling musical.
Yes.
So how do you bring that philosophy into your projects? I mean, how do you build all of this creative process to your projects?
So similar to my answer from earlier, every project depends on whether it's personal or commercial. For the commercial side, in my talk, there's a part that I try to understand what's the meaning of the word dazzle. So we use our logo as a tool to create, you know, a dozen of different expressions to really expand the massive visual universe that the Dazzleverse, possess. But then in my life, I like to think that like the human embodiment of the word dazzle, and that comes a little bit easier because I just need to, again, something in my head, I'll make it, and I'll go make that happen.
Okay, and before we end up this amazing interview, I have one last question. With your work spanning from global brands and your own brand, your own brand, how do you keep your personal creative voice intact while collaborating with such diverse clients?
So I think, first of all, I, again, divert back to what I previously explained. It's like client projects are not just a anomaly comes in and then we just present them whatever, right? Like usually they come to us for a reason. There's a brief, and then they reach out to us because they think that we're the right studio for the job. Okay. And then that makes the collaboration a lot easier because we got what they want, and then we try to do ourselves to provide them what they're like. We see ourselves often as a glorified nanny because the client is got a newborn baby, needs taken
Totally
care
get it,
of,
yeah.
put it in our hands, we take it, and we use our expertise to raise baby to our best capability. And often, what's missed in a lot of conversations is the communication between the creator and the client, and that sort of communication makes the work better.
I got one last
Okay,
question.
hit me.
It's a pop culture question.
Yes.
Ricardo helped me to, we were delighted. We were so amazed on your keynote. Do you know what Mexican core is?
Mexican whore?
No, core. Mexican core.
No, tell me more.
There's a lot of this comes around with like telenovelas,
Sí.
Corridos, all of these
Mariachi.
all of these
Or
a
like
lot of
the
saturated
wrestler.
things.
Yeah,
So we got this question. Do you know who Wendy Guevara is? No?
Show me.
Wendy Guevara, she's like an icon from the
A diva?
Yes, she's actually a trans, and she's been making a lot of great things here in Mexico.
Amazing.
And we took a look at your work, and it reminds us a little bit of Wendy Guevara. So
that's amazing.
We thought you knew who she was.
Oh my God! Please educate me.
She's Wendy Guevara.
Fabulous.
And she's got a lot of color. She's got a lot of music. A lot of
this is me.
And yes. So it reminds us that there's a lot of Wendy in there. And there's a lot of happiness too. And we were like a lot of curiosity if you know who she was.
Not yet, but I'm gonna go home and do my homework and research. And here's the thing: the way that I have to say, even though I am from the outside like a pop culture connoisseur, I know so little about anything because I have like a very scattered brain.
Okay.
My brain reserved almost only exclusively for Billie Eilish and Ariana Grande, and then I know nothing else because I'm so deep in the two ladies' life. But thank you so much for introducing her to me, and I'm gonna go home and do my best to learn as much Wendy as possible.
Okay, I really hope you enjoy it.
Of course, thanks so much.
And thank you so much for this interview.
Of course.
It's such a privilege to know you.
My God. Privilege is a strong word.
It is for me.
Thank you so much. That's very
It's been
kind.
a pleasure.
Thank
so
you.
much. Y muchas gracias a toda la comunidad de Roastbrief. Nos vemos en 2020.